Welcome to TradersArmy.com, defending your right to build wealth and preserve capital for generations to come. Hey everybody, welcome to the Tuesday morning edition of the Daily Market Commentary. I'm your host, Chuck Fulkerson. Hope you all had an absolutely amazing trading day yesterday, as we got a fair amount of movements from our Trump tweets and tariffs and news and all the fun stuff that was going on yesterday. And we got a little bit more movement this morning. So for those of you new to the channel, we look at the same 10 to 12 futures markets every day, identifying potential breakouts and reversal trades from an educational perspective. Two quick announcements. One, if you're a Traders Army subscriber, our Thursday morning live trade room, we will start 1 hour early. We're starting 1 hour early. I'm going to be traveling on the East Coast. So traveling on the East Coast moves me back by an hour. So we will start 1 hour early. So 8 a.m. Eastern time is our normal start time. We're actually going to move that back to 7 a.m. Eastern. So we're going to start the live trade room at 7 a.m. Eastern. So a little bit earlier than normal. Second announcement, if you're in the Atlanta area or know somebody in the Atlanta area, tomorrow night is our Traders Army social gathering. So we're going to get together. I tell everybody this, it's no pitch. It's just drinks. It's just people getting together, having a good time. I know a lot of people are always waiting for the other shoe to drop. That is not the case. We're just going to get together, have some drinks, have some fun. All right, so let's go ahead and dive right in. So this morning, looking at the S&P, we're down about 20 points this morning. So another fairly big fairly big movement down from yesterday's close. But in all reality, that was a huge sell-off in one candlestick right here, right? This was a huge expanded range candle here that came through at the end of the trading day. And then the markets have since rallied up from there. And we got a really nice rally in the Globex session, but then right at the European market open, we sold off yet again. So I think that there's a good opportunity to get short in this market. Now, we have not yet put in a new low. So since we've not yet put in a new low from this high up here, I'm not going to use this high as my reversal point. See, I would need this high to have put in a new low for then me to use it as a reversal point. Since it did not, I'm still going to use this pivot area up above here as my next potential reversal point. If this does put in a new low, kind of below this area, then I can use this as a supply area. I like this time of the day. The time of day that this is formed is an excellent time of day right there around the European market open. So as it stands right now, I would be okay. This is an opportunity that we may have a breakdown below this 2909 area, but I'd like to see a little bit of basing first. So let's see if we get some basing before there, and then we break down a little bit later. That's kind of the levels that I'm looking at for today. In the Nasdaq, our NQ level. So our NQ level, I had talked yesterday about we'd had this area here as a potential short, but then we were basing in front of the area, and we had our other short lined up here. So anybody who caught that short yesterday, leave me a comment down below. That one worked out beautifully well. And then notice that old supply acted as a new demand area. Its price hit the new demand area and then rallied up through there. So now what we're doing, this also continues to set up for a breakdown. Both of these are setting up for a breakdown, but we did get a really nice reversal off of our little 15-minute level up here for the strong move away. So our next area, is still looking at this area up here for a potential, but I think you're better off if we do get below here. We need the basing before the level before it's something I can really buy into, but definitely more on the bearish side than on the bullish side today in both of these markets. Not sure that it's going to be a gap and go situation, meaning we'll open the cash markets with a gap down and then it'll just run. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I would rather get in on a retracement. Crude oil. So crude oil as well. We had a little bit of a gap down through here, and now we traded back up, just about closed that area of the gap, and are moving down from that region. I think if I look at this on a 15-minute chart, we had a really nice setup yesterday in crude, and when I go down to a 15-minute time period, I've got a little bit of a double top here. And this area in here, but I'm going to use this double top region as really my next reversal point. So if I'm looking at this, that double top area right in here would be my next level for a reversal. There's also this little area down in here. I think price could make it all the way down to this region. So both of these levels, I think, are decent areas to look at for price changes. Now, remember, I'm going to make both of these purple, and I use purple lines to signify a 15-minute level. And by definition, a 15-minute level is not as valuable as a 60-minute level, right? There's going to be less trading that goes on in the 15-minute level than there is in the 60. So those are my two areas in crude oil. Let me take a look real quickly at gold. And in gold, we are in between our areas of supply and demand. Nothing has been added. Nothing needs to be added at this point, and really not a whole lot needs to be said from yesterday's video. If you want to catch yesterday's highlights, just go check out yesterday's video and see what we talked about. I'm sure that'll be linked in the comments below. In the bonds, we have a bond area in here. We were looking yesterday. You know, we've had this really big run up there at the end of the day, as you know, corresponding with the markets running down. Thought there might have been a little breakdown here in the afternoon. Was talking to a friend of mine who took a little breakdown below this little level, but it just didn't hold and popped up through. Now we're waiting on still our areas of demand and supply kind of in between. In the Aussie, we have our supply level up above us. We had a huge run up here right at the Aussie market open, and now we're starting to show a little bit of a retracement and some weakness. So on this one, I really kind of like this region up here for a potential reversal. Your stop would have to be above the pivot in that area. Inside of the euro, so the euro hit our reversal trade from yesterday. So if anybody caught that euro trade, you're getting a nice little run down off of there. And now it's come into what our breakout area was. And so we've hit this breakout area in here. Obviously, I typically like to see a base before a breakout, but our target's going to be somewhere down in here. So the euro trade, no real change to this one. I think, though, I will take our short entry and change that to a confirmation style going forward. Remember, I don't take the lines off the charts unless we're doing it inside of these videos so you can see how these levels change and adapt over time. And then in the Canadian dollar. So in the Canadian dollar, it was very tempting to look at this level here for a reversal. Price actually came up to the top of this wick area here, and now we're getting another strong move away. I'm not going to add anything to the Canadian dollar, only because it's still too much of a sideways price action, and I'd rather let that sideways price action do what it does, which is not usually a whole lot. I'll wait for a trend to form on the bigger picture. Last but certainly not least, looking at the Great British Pound and the Japanese Yen. The Great British Pound, we had a really nice short on Sunday off of this high. And so if you're still in that short, congratulations. I'm glad you're still in it. It's running nicely. If you're not in it, no big deal. I think that you've got other opportunities coming up. But I think that, you know, this is going to retrace in my mind all the way down to this 3063 area. So looking at this on, say, the 15-minute chart, if you didn't catch that short, then you may have an opportunity somewhere right around this region up here on this most recent breakdown. If we pop back up into this area over here, right into that zone. Okay, and then the Japanese yen, we have the huge run up, hit the reversal level and have come back down, but both of my levels kind of stay intact right where they are as of today. So those are our markets for today. If you've got any questions, please send me an email, support@tradersarmy.com. We are here to help you the best that we can. Hope you guys have an absolutely amazing trading day, and I will see you tomorrow. Later.
Thank you for listening to the Daily Market Commentary.